So today on Project Shop, we're back on placing the tables and getting this stuff set up so I can get this guy's machine back and I can go get some copper and start running it. So what I've done is tried to get this parallel with these beams as possible and give me room for the superstructure of the thing there to have room to go up past the thing. So unfortunately it does have to stick out a little bit into it, but I'll still be able to come in here and pull right through with my truck and a trailer if I need to get something close. And also I'll be able to, I did move this down in this little cubby and back a little bit more. So this thing's just a little bit more out of the weather. But eventually, I mean, obviously this is gonna be here permanently, but I might come off here with a tarp or something because this is kind of close to the edge, but I could still sit here and where's the sun? The sun's right here, so I'll be in the shade, which is great. A fan, and we'll be having some nice, cool, open air, breezy stripping. So I am going to have to level the tables. What I'll do is jack them up with a floor jack, and you know, either put a 4x4 down there or something like that, and get these things not sitting kind of wonky. But right now we got to get this up. So what I'm worried about is I can't just come in here and pick this up because this I-beam, I knew I should have taken the I-beam off. I think I'm going to go get my socket set and actually pull this off now. It'll make it a lot easier. This is aluminum. I could just put that on by hand. It's going to make it easier for me to just pick this thing up from like here and place it where it needs to be. So I'm going to go do that, and then we're going to drop this bad boy in, get it set up, and go find some copper for it to pull. Why you need a hand and a forklift, because getting in and out of this thing is a whole process. Okay, that didn't work. Try that. Oh, impressed with how high this thing actually goes. Okay, I'm gonna go get some sockets and pull that I-beam off the top. We're gonna place this, offload our 2 things, and then we're gonna hit the road. We got some scrapping to do back at the shop, and then I probably have some copper to go pick up, hopefully. So we'll see how all that plays out, and hopefully we'll be bringing back some copper to get our first run through the Copper King over there. She looks nice under there, or he looks nice under there, I guess. Definitely giving me old school vibes. Working under the carport again. Okay. I don't know why the GoPro died, but seems to be what the GoPro likes to do. Okay. I think I'm actually going to have to set this down and pick it up from lower. I don't know if we got enough clearance. I can't even see out this thing. We might just make it. Problem is the face of the thing up there. That's not level. I'm not sitting on level ground. This thing's all kinds of wonky. I'm trying to straighten it out. One leg is actually twisted. It's actually twisted pretty bad. That's interesting. can actually use the hydraulics to pick that up now that it's in there, and then the I-beam is light. I can just put that back on. But as you can see, I can either pull a trailer right up next to it or back it straight in, and still be able to actually pick up some of that big stuff. Now, I'm running this skid steer on top of this rock, and it's just sliding across it, not really getting down into it too much. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to ride my forklift on that, man. If I can ride my forklift on that, that's going to be a game changer. All right. By my fuel depot. Get that scale. We're done. I'm putting this stuff over here because it's in the shade. I am going to cover that, and I got to get the bungs, and these tanks are flushed and aired out. I can actually pour that gas back in there if I want. All right, well, that's going to conclude the Kubota series. Okay, we're back at it. I went to Palm Beach, dropped off the machine, picked up some lights from the shop. I actually picked up some scrap that I didn't get a chance to process while this stuff was up there. I got some transformers, not a lot, and then some electric motors, so we can get this thing set back up and run it through its paces. So before I do all that, I'm going to install one more of those lights down here, and then I brought these lights from the shop. I got like 6 of these, I believe, over there. These are nice because you can plug them into each other, and you know, we're gonna put one here, and then we'll put 2. Maybe we'll put one on this side and one on that side. I don't know. It's kind of already, wow, look at all these bugs, man. Well, it's hard to see there, but I could just see them swarming that light out there. And then, check this out. So, I don't know if it actually came through on the video, if the GoPro was still running, but there was a massive log, probably 26 to 30 inches in diameter, kind of sitting over here. Well, I picked it up and dumped it on top of the pile over here, and my wife told me earlier, she's like, hey man, the fire's still burning. I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because I came here this morning and I threw all the sticks and whatnot up into it, you know, and I didn't see any smoke, but I threw this log on here earlier, and I guess there was enough coals to light this thing. It's been burning out here all day. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So this thing's probably gonna burn for a couple days. My light just conked out. Yeah, so I mean, it's been raining all day, so everything's wet. There's nothing that's gonna set on fire. It's just gonna sit there and smolder for a couple days. I'm all right with that. I'll just keep adding all the limbs I find around the property. I just keep throwing them on there. So anyway, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna get some lights set up so I can see what I'm doing, and get something a little more, not, well, I guess somewhat permanent, so I can work out here. Now, right now, I'm gonna be probably working late nights while I'm like finishing moving, trying to get set up, but pretty much during the day, to save on electricity, I'm gonna come out here early when I have light and there's no bugs. The bugs love to come out at night, and run this equipment and do my scrapping during the day, so that we're not burning so many lights just to see what we're doing. Because yeah, someone mentioned that my electric bill was probably going to be $1,000. Holy crap. Yeah, we don't want that. So we're definitely going to have to start investing in solar. Like, I'm looking at this metal structure. I might have to maybe reinforce it a little bit, but every square foot of this roof, or whatever's facing the sun, or whatever's more efficient, I don't know. But we need some damn solar panels out here, and ASAP. I have a couple small ones we're just going to start playing with and get out here and power something. And then we're just going to start building and building and building on our solar system. We're going to have, I mean, we got plenty of space. We can put solar like wherever we need it. I want to get a solar panel to power the pond. And the guy, someone had made a comment. I read the comment about the dude in the pond. It was very interesting. He said that I shouldn't just start out running the pump all the time, slowly increase it at increments, because it could over oxygenate the thing and kill the fish we have, which would be horrible. But I appreciate the info. You know, this is first time having a pond, first time, you know, having to take care of a house. So it's all a learning experience. I'm open for any suggestions. All you homeowners out there that been down this road, anybody that does solar panels, I'm interested in your setups, what to look for. Years ago, I did my own solar. I actually ordered the cells from Germany and I soldered them together. I ordered pre-tab cells and I made my own panels, which worked out great. I don't remember what happened to them. That was probably got close to like 18, 19 years ago by now. But I was making my old solar. So matter of fact, my first shop, all of my lights I had running off of my home built solar panels. But it was, I think it's a Harbor Freight inverter I was using. I had a Ghetto Auto, like a car battery bank, all different size batteries. You know, it worked, but it wasn't like a proper setup. Very sketchy, as most things I get into are, but it worked. So we want a non-sketchy system to light this place up, you know. Get some batteries out here. Pretty much everything I got light-wise is all LED, so we're efficient there. So yeah, I'm gonna start by hooking these 3 lights up. We'll just put one here, probably one there, and I'd like to get one more of these set up here so I can turn that light off on the back. There's no need for that light right now. I'm not going to be doing anything over there. And hopefully we can get this thing set back up. We're going to have to rob that pump. But before we do that, I want to process the transformers that I brought. Not many, just a couple. Run through it and get this set back up. And then we'll put the pump over here. I brought the other pump to run the ram for this, and I gotta find all the parts. I think I put them down here. So we should have the splitter, the holder. I got the claw on the back of the truck, and we'll start cobbling this thing back together. I am gonna have to bring out my welder because I broke the... Oh, I just bent the legs. They're still welded on the tips. So I'll have to get that sorted. Okay guys, I'm back at it. It's the next night. I actually installed 3 lights, and that one was there. That one's like really bright on the eyes, and kind of so is that one. Definitely need to wear my hat, maybe even sunglasses. And we're gonna put 2 more. Okay, I mean that's bright enough to do what I need to do over there, but we'll put 2 more on a different plug, so I don't need them all at once. But if I need super bright lights, we'll have them, because I got a couple more of them. I'm really happy with how the lights came out. And then on the back side of the house, I think this was an old barbecue grill cover, so I kind of used that to cover up the old Copper King here, because she's getting a little rusty, man. Look at this. One evening in the rain did her in. So it is raining out here right now, but look what we have here. I was able to pull this trailer up pretty much right next to the machine, and I don't know how well it's gonna come in, but we got some nuggets, and then we got a whole pallet of nuggets. I brought the jaw, so I think I'm gonna come over here with the jaw and just cut a swath down one side. We're gonna find these totes that got the red handles, man. Some of these totes, I don't know if I mentioned this in the other video, I'm kind of like just out of it right now and exhausted from everything I've been doing. But using these totes with the oil, some have red handles and they're just absolutely nightmare to turn. I don't know what's up with them, but the ones with the yellow handles and the blue handle, I don't know about that green handle, but we'll try it. Work really well. The red ones, not so much. So we're going to cut the tops off all the red ones, put some self-tappers in to hold the thing inside of it, and we're going to use them for scrap. I'm actually going to use one of them today. I'm going to finish setting up the table. I got to put the thing back on, the fold out piece. I'm just going to screw it in real quick. I don't have time to like really mess with this thing. I gotta make some money. It's been too long. I've been doing too much other stuff. I mean, mainly moving, but we ain't been processing much copper, and copper's what pays the bills. So we'll put that plate up there, put the fold out thing back on, locate the wood's right there. Oh, here, hey, you guys might be interested in this. The old original water sluice chutes. I got one more of these long ones, I believe. I think. Yeah, because there was one that came down and dumped everything into this, and then this was the final one. This little lip here is what caught all the copper. Very interesting stuff. I do have all the stuff to set up the stator record. Don't know if I'm going to get to that tonight because honestly I'm exhausted. But we will strip some wire. But before we can even get to that, we got to get some 220 out here. So I did take this out of the shop. Okay. And I'm going to open this up, see what kind of craziness we have going on there. And then I'm going to open that up. Well, first I'm going to check it. It's an RV plug, RV garage, RV outside. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be a problem. Water pump, air compressor, man cave. Man cave's got a 20 amp breaker. 3 plus 15 for outside power. 9 and 11 is the welder. 60 amps. 13 and 15 for outside power. Huh. Okay. Outside power. And they're all on. Oh, wait a minute. These are off. All right. We might have to that's got some weird old looking stuff, man. Now that actually might work. But I want an outlet over here. there's this outlet here. I'm going to assume that's 220. Or is that just... Let's see. Okay, it does have an orange cord going to it. Okay, we're going to check this. My voltmeter. Hopefully not electrocute myself. Okay. Let's see what kind of juice we got here. $120. Interesting. So apparently that's not a 220 outlet, which really sucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna go shut off the breaker that says outside. And see what that does for us. And we got nothing. Yep. So that's a 110 outlet, unfortunately. Dag, that really sucks. Okay. I gotta change my game plan up. See, I might have to. Well, I think that outlet on the inside is like that. Now my wire stripper does have a pretty long cord, but it's not going to reach in there. I did bring the extension cord from the shop, so we're gonna, I mean, that's a lot of extension. We're gonna have to see, find the power, and well, first we're gonna change that out to like a quad box 110, since it's a 20 or 30 amp 110. That's nothing I can use there. At least we'll have 110 out here we can plug into. And then I'm going to have to bring out a dedicated 220 plug. So we can run, we'll probably put it over here so we can run wire stripper. Probably going to need, I don't know where I'm going to put my air compressor. I see people put their air compressors outside all the time. I'm not a big fan of that. I really hate equipment being out. I mean, I hate the fact that this thing's already got rust on it. But it ain't gonna hurt it. If y'all seen before I moved into that shop what that thing looked like, I took that thing completely apart and cleaned it up, refreshed it, you know, rehabbed it when I moved into the shop. It didn't look like that. It was a rusty mess. From sitting out, literally it sat under my carport for 2.5 years, I think. So yeah, we gotta tighten up over here. But we are gonna need some power, so let me find my extension cord, see where we're gonna get with that, see if we can't get this wire stripper fired up, because we got some nuggets to run, man. Okay, I got it ran out here, and let's see what happens, man. Moment of truth. It's alive. All right, man. Looking good. Got a loose, super loose chain. A really worn out gear. Oh, she sounds so rough. Wow. What was that? Huh. Oh, man. You know, I really can't complain, because before I even had a YouTube channel, I ran miles of wire through this thing. And since you guys known me, I ran miles of wire through this thing. And the only thing I've done is changed out the motor from a 110 3-horse to a 225 horse, slightly bigger pulley, and put a clutch on there. So which the belt is too tight, and somebody, jeez, something happened there. Yeah, so the old girl is showing her age, but still missing the keyway in there. Oh man, you can get worn on the rollers. I got some chains somewhere for this, but yeah, I'm gonna need to. She's gonna need another rehab, and we'll bring it around, clean it up. Now I didn't. There's still a pile of copper. The copper came with it, and there's a pile of copper down underneath. Man, look at this crap. There's a hole, and apparently, there you can see. There's a monster pile of copper down there that's been accumulating that I didn't even see because I had a bunch of stuff down there. I think it's going through that hole right there. It's like a little bonus that you didn't even know was there. Okay, I'm gonna put the table together, and we're gonna get right to work, man. We got some copper to strip. We ain't got time to waste. The only thing I didn't bring with me is my clamps for the table. I know that because I put them on the dag shelf. But do we need? Yeah, we need to clamp that. You see, some people are like, oh, the table's too big. It's too far away. Man, I'm telling you. What the heck was that? There's all kinds of weird noises going on over here. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind. Like, just beyond those totes is a fence, and it's only like barbed wire. I need to put a hog fence around the whole property because it really made me nervous when my wife said that she walked to the front and she heard snorting and like trees breaking, you know, because she has a little dog out here and she's walking out here and mowing the lawn. If a hog, you know, those things can be, I think for the most part, they'd probably try to stay away from you, but I mean, they're wild animals. You never know. They're pretty aggressive. And, I mean, I'm always carrying. I always tell her to carry. But yeah, we're going to have to secure like the whole property one day. We got some of the hog fencing over there. We're just going to have to do bits at a time, you know, just knock out. I mean, there's a lot, just because this whole property is fenced in. So I got to go inspect all that stuff. But it's weird because I sometimes, I don't know what it is. I hear almost what sounds like a horse running, but not from the area where my horse is. Like over this way or that way. I'm hearing something back over here right now. I don't know, but we're going to keep the old 45 on deck just in case. We ain't going to let it stop our stripping party, but we're just going to be, you know, keep our eyes peeled. Alright guys, we got this thing dialed in. Copper King looking like his old self again. And now I'm just thinking, I don't have a trash can out here. I'm going to have to get a trash can. I got some bags, but yeah. So I'm going to strip a bunch of this. Probably empty that tote. And then back the trailer in right here, and then throw the wire right back in that tote. I brought some of this green stuff, and I'll wrap that up. I don't have a Sawzall out here, unfortunately, so I can't cut one of them tops off. I guess I could use a razor blade. I don't know. I'm just going to throw it back in this tote. Put some more of that green stuff on it when I get all the wire out. It looks like there's going to be some number 1 that I don't strip. So, yeah. But I do have the jaw and the pump. I'm probably going to cut a swath through that. I couldn't find my Greenlee cutters. But I'll check and see how long them are and then see what it's going to take. Doing this by myself, I know it's just going to be easier to cut that in half. Got a couple bugs out here tonight. I did notice that with the rain, we don't have that many bugs. Yesterday the bugs are crazy, man, coming out these lights. So maybe I need a mister system to make it act like it's raining. I don't know, but we'll have to see how it goes with the bugs. Now, obviously, this is going to be just temporary. We're going to have a proper shop where we can keep the doors closed and the AC on and the bugs out. But yeah, this is where we're at for now. Unfortunately, like I said, it's kind of a step back. But sometimes you got to take a step back, take a step forward. And what we're going to be saving out here and what we're going to be able to do out here, not having to move stuff around as much. And I'm really thinking, for the most part, I might be able to run that thing on top of the stuff. It seems pretty hard and I'm walking on it. I think what the problem, I'm just not going to be able to turn super sharp. So if I back the trailer like right up inside here, and I just come straight on, I can offload shit. Just to, you know, well, I mean, we're going to see. And like I said, ultimately, I'm going to pour concrete. Now, someone's like, oh, you should pour the concrete first. Unfortunately, I don't have time for all that. I need to get my stuff out of that building and over here, and then we'll sort it out when I'm not paying $5,500 a month in rent. I'll put some of the extra money for some concrete. Now, being that this side of this thing is pretty much open, I'm going to start over there. I'll do probably half of the width. Do that one day, because it's going to take a couple days to cure where I can't get on it. So I don't want to do like a whole big area where I can't be out here working. So I'll do a section, do another section, then I'll do a section, do a section. I think that's what I'll do. I'll pour this in 4 sections and then pour that in 2 sections. And basically, to move these things, I got a pallet jack out here. I'll slide some plywood under it and just slide them over to the other side here. And anyway, enough of the BS. Let's get back to pulling some nuggets, man. Wire stripper's running good. Got her dialed. She's stripping in one pass. Well, it's stripping fast, super fast. My problem is I don't have the crane on the trailer. I took my winch and mounted it on another trailer, so I have no way of like dragging one of those things up. I do have a come along, but that's just not something I'm wanting to do. I think I'm gonna dump all that wire out on the ground. I'm gonna have to, man, that's tough. See, that's what I'm saying. We gotta sort how we're gonna do this, how we're gonna handle this material now. Gotta get the forklift out here like ASAP, because this isn't working. I just need to be able to put a bin, pick it up, and go. So, I mean, we'll make it work. That's not a problem, but it's just going from concrete to no concrete is a little, you know, it's a little challenging, not gonna lie. Maybe a little bit more work than I'd like to do. But what I'm thinking is I'll scoot this out of the way and I'll flip that over, empty that tote. I'll wrap the bottom up more so it's a little more secure, and then I'll just pull the truck, back that trailer in here, and then just load it right on the trailer. That way we don't have to deal with all the weight. Since I left my knife at the shop, we're going to use this switchblade and the jaw to liberate this stuff. Wow. Man, that spiked up there about 10,000 psi. I might have to just try one at a time. And there goes the clip. Look at that. Cheap little plastic things. Man. Anyway. I'm gonna time lapse the rest of this. Pretty much the same stuff. We'll get this loaded back onto the trailer once I sort what's in that bin. Some of that stuff I'm not gonna strip. And then I'll have to relocate the trailer over here as close as I can. Throw it right in the bin. And we got to head to Palm Beach in the morning. I got a little bit more wire there. It's already stripped. I got some number 2 copper. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have time tonight to deal with the stator wrecking machine. We got a bunch of number 2 to pull out of here. That'll have to be later on. I probably got more at the shop too that needs to come over here. So we're not going to worry about that right now, unfortunately. We'll get this packaged and shipped back down to Miami. Oh, and there was a comment like, am I still going to go to Miami? Yes. I have customers down there. I actually have customers further south than my yard that I go to. So I'm just putting everybody on a route. I've already talked to them, and I'll head out early a couple times a week down to Palm Beach, Broward, Miami. What I'll probably do is head all the way down to the scrapyard first, sell, and then worm my way back up, and make a good day out of it, and then hit the highway. We're burning a bunch of black diesel. I'm sitting on a ton of fuel, and yeah, I'm okay with it. It gives me an opportunity to expand to the local area around here, and then let me expand up north, out west again. I used to have a bunch of customers on the West Coast, but COVID took care of all them, and I just working by myself, it was hard to get over there. So I'll recontact them, maybe contact some new people, but we need to get more stuff like this in here. This is easy stripping. I mean, even if we just buy the bright and shiny from the West Coast, I think over there what they're paying for bright and shiny is probably close to what I'm getting for a number 2 insulated. I'm gonna cut that last thing, strip it, and I wish I had a higher side because it keeps falling to the ground. I gotta move it. I hate moving things twice, man, especially when I'm tired. But we're gonna make some decent money off of this, and then we're just gonna keep on moving, find some more copper, talk to my generator people, and then we're gonna start expanding, man. We really got to get on bringing in some more AC scrap. That's gonna be the next big thing over here. But I'm already not liking the rock. It's like, first of all, it's uneven as crap, man, and I'm like, you know, stumbling around over here. I could probably level it off a little bit, but it's got to go. I'm gonna go see what it's gonna take to do this area right here, and see if a pallet of concrete will do it, or it might be 2 pallets. I don't know, but either way, I got a concrete mixer and a trowel and a mag float, a bull float, and a Fresno, so we can get it done. Okay, we got all the 600 done, I'm pretty sure. There's still a couple nuggets in there, but I'm calling it a night, man. It's almost midnight. I'm tired. I'll get up at like 5, maybe 6. Come out here, sort what I'm going to strip, what I'm not going to strip, and it's probably only another hour's worth of stripping, so I'll get that stuff dumped out of there, maneuver the trailer over here, clean the table off, finish the stripping, and then we're going to head south, see what we can pick up at the shop, and then we're going to head back to the shop. We got a lot of scrap I got to get out of there. Some of it I got until the end of the weekend. Some of them I'm not going to have time to process, so I've already started loading a couple totes that I'll just bring out here and drop right next to the table, and then just give me some micro scrapping to do at the new place, man. A lot of copper nuggets I got to get to. So on that note, man, this stuff, I'm glad I cut it up, because man, this stuff will whoop you. I think there was 1,500 pounds of this, or that pallet was over 800, or around 800, or something like that. And then there was 800 in that bin. So yeah, we had a lot of copper. On that note, I'm gonna go get something to eat, take a shower, and I am gonna conk out, and we'll be back here first thing in the morning. I'll tell you where we're going. Right to the scrap yard. Watch it. Look, it's dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?